Today, I'm going to Hawaii for my first time ever. For many people, the thought of visiting Hawaii is a dream, being one of the most sought after island destinations in the world. So today, we're going to see what all the hype is about. Be flying into the third largest island in Hawaii, known as Oahu, in the state's capital, Honolulu. And I've got just 48 hours on the island, so I'm going to explore as much as I can in this time. Let's do this. It has been an entire year since I've been back in the United States, where I'm originally from, and I'm really excited because I'm actually going to a place in the US that I've never been before, and it happens to be my 49th state. So I'm actually at the Narita airport right now, paying about like $290 to fly from Narita over to Honolulu, which is actually shockingly cheap given that it's a 7.5 hour flight across the Pacific Ocean. And then I'm going to be exploring Hawaii for a couple days with a good friend of mine who I've never met in person, but we've been connected for quite a few years now on Instagram. So I'm excited. Let's head over, hop on that flight, and start the Hawaiian adventure. Aloha, bros. See you in 7 hours at 7 a.m. in Honolulu. As someone constantly on the move, whether I'm hiking through the mountains, navigating the streets of Japan, or just simply grabbing a coffee, portability is key. That's why the Soundcore Space One Pro has become my go-to companion, and let me show you why. The foldable design is a game changer for travel. Thanks to the Soundcore engineered flexi curve structure, these headphones fold into a compact shape, reducing their size by 50%. And when I'm not using them, they fit perfectly into this included travel case. That was one of my biggest struggles with too much bulky gear when I'm traveling, and now I can just fold them, tuck them away, and go. But the Space One Pro isn't just about the convenience. Even with its compact design, it delivers exceptional sound. The clarity and deep bass makes every beat come alive. And the noise canceling feature is a lifesaver in noisy environments, whether I'm editing videos in a cafe or relaxing with my favorite music while on the go. So if you're looking for headphones that combine with outstanding performance and incredible portability, the Soundcore Space One Pro is your perfect travel companion, and I'll put a link down in the description so you guys can check them out. Now back to the video as we are landing in Honolulu. Welcome to state number 49 for me out of 50 states visited. But now the reality sets in. After my $290 flight from Japan, I knew that would probably be my last cost-effective purchase now that I'm in Hawaii. Alright, after about 7.5 hours, we have made it to Hawaii. And wow, I am exhausted. Oh baby, we've got the Mustang right here. After grabbing the Mustang, it was time to pick up my buddy Mark from the other terminal.
What's up, bro? Aloha!
How you doing, my man?
Welcome, man.
Thank you, bro. Look at this. We've got some Hawaiian weather when we're first driving in. Aloha, aloha, my friends from Hawaii. I just picked up a rental car, and what says Hawaii better than American muscle, baby? We got ourselves a Mustang. Let's go. While I was driving from the airport, it was my first look at Hawaii, and it was pretty surreal. A place that I have known about my whole life, and I'm finally stepping foot here. Hawaii sits on its own out in the Pacific Ocean, far from pretty much anything, and is made up of 137 islands, with only just 8 of them being considered as main islands, and 7 of those 8 are inhabited with people. Oahu is also home to Pearl Harbor, which is known for the infamous attack on December 7th, 1941 from the Japanese, which was the main driver pulling the US directly into World War II. But more on that in my Hiroshima documentary coming soon. On another note, being in Oahu, this island is known for the legendary surf spots on the northern shore, the lush volcanic landscapes, tons of marine life, and lots of hiking. So we're gonna experience a little bit of it all during our road trip around the island. But first stop is a viewpoint so Mark can show me how this island is laid out.
All right, so we have made it up to Tantalus Lookout right now, and Mark knows this place pretty well. He's been here a time or two before, gotten some incredible shots. So give us a little tour of this city, brother.
All right, guys, so right now we got Diamond Head right off the four corner there, a beautiful view of Waikiki and downtown Honolulu.
Oh, wow. And the, it's called, what's that one? Diamond what?
Diamond Head.
Diamond Head. And do people hike that?
You can hike it.
Oh, sweet. Have you done it?
I have.
Oh,
it's a great view of the city.
That looks epic. I mean, this is the true picturesque feeling of what you imagine when you come to Hawaii. You've got a mix of like those tall, I guess like city-like skyline mixed in with maybe 30, 40 different shades of turquoise blue water leading out into a vast sea. And it's pretty wild, I will say. Within the first couple hours of being to Hawaii, the number one thing that stuck out to me is the weather. It is sunny out, it looks beautiful out, but it happens to be raining, which is crazy.
It is a trip out.
By the way, guys, if you want to find rental cars for a great price, I am using this rental car via Dollar, but through the agency known as Discover Cars. And I was able to get this Mustang in Hawaii, guys, out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean for like $150 a day, including insurance. So that is an absolute bargain. Let's go, bro.
Let's get it.
It only took an hour being in Hawaii to understand that the weather in Hawaii can be so turbulent, with rain happening one minute and then the next it's sunny. And on top of that, it also varies greatly depending on what side of the island you are on.
So as we explore more of Oahu, we are going to be doing a bunch of really exotic things that you can do here. Some are pretty well known and some are not as well known. The place we're at right now is called Diamond Head, and it's a relatively easy hike. And as you can see, we've got like railings and everything. It's a pretty carved out pathway, so I wouldn't consider this a place that's off the beaten path, but it's definitely a place that'll give you an amazing lay of the land and a nice little workout. I've only been on, I think, 1 hour of sleep in the last 36 hours, so
that's right, bro.
I got a good excuse. He's already sweating, he doesn't have a what's your excuse? Yeah. How many years since the last time you were up here?
Ooh, it's been a minute, probably at least 3 years.
3 years, all right.
So,
and
I'm looking forward to that view as well.
Yeah, 100%. Mark is an unofficial local here. What does that actually mean? It means he's been living here for like just around 5 years, and Hawaii is his home, but he wasn't born here. So he's got like half the local privileges, half foreigner or half non-islander privileges. All right, so we got to climb up probably what, another 100-200 stairs and we're up.
Yes, sir. Almost there.
All right, let's do this, bro. We got a little cave passage through here now. What is this?
A beautiful Pacific, baby.
Oh, the beautiful Pacific. Just a vast ocean. Oh, we even got the planes flying in right around here. And these are like the ultra rich mansions down here.
Yeah, these are some nice properties, that's for sure. Got some amazing surf breaks too, as you can see.
Yeah, are you much of a surfer?
I know how to surf.
All right, oh yeah. Wow.
During World War II, the military strategically placed a bunch of these pillbox bunkers around the entire island in case of a future invasion. So we're gonna see a bunch of these all over the entire island and make really good viewpoints.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, they've got to find the best viewpoints in the city in order to have that full look on everything. But look at this view. This just offers a completely different perspective. You've got so many different pockets of Honolulu right here. I mean, we're looking at down here, it looks like some sort of sports stadium, hotels right along the edge there. I'm guessing resorts based on the similar style roof setup there. Honolulu skyline. And then down here, we've kind of got like the Dragon's Back all along here, where it's super cool. I mean, this side is completely filled with houses, structures, and so much more. And on this side, it's just pure nature. Yeah, what would you say is like the number one thing that you just love about this place? Or it could be multiple things.
Man, just taking a look around the scenery. Every day I'm in awe with the landscape we have. We have the lush, dramatic mountains.
Yeah.
We have the urbanization of Honolulu.
Yeah.
Of course, you can't forget the beach with the crystal clear turquoise water.
Yeah, you
Never
cannot beat that.
Never gets tired.
And is it usually pretty like chill in terms of waves over there?
Most of the time, yes. It depends on the season, but generally speaking, I've seen waves peak out around maybe 8 to 10 foot faces.
Oh, okay.
When I've personally gone out.
Yeah.
I can't get more, but typically the larger waves are up at North Shore.
North Shore, okay.
During the winter time, that's when the swell kicks in.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man, this is Hawaii Kai. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, look at that
This
over
is the
there.
southeast shore right here.
That is crazy.
And we can even see it, that crater.
Yeah.
Top right there, that's Coco Head Crater, another great hike.
Oh,
And
wow.
to the right, the other crater is called Hanama Bay, another fantastic place to snorkel.
And what's like the deal with some of these places? Do they, because you kind of see a point where some of the houses are built up to a certain point. Is that like essentially like up to a certain point, after that it's like state parks, so you can't build on it? That's how they kind of keep them?
I think in terms of safety
Oh,
would be the main concern, because most of the developed land in these areas are maxed out.
Oh, okay, right,
And
right.
the further you go up into the ridge, the more drastic
Right.
terrain is in terms of slope and weather as well.
Yeah, you do get a dramatic look over there. It kind of reminds me of like some of the New Zealand mountains, where you just have the clouds constantly hanging out around them, and you just have these like dark, luscious green vegetation on top. That's Hawaii for you.
That's incredible. And where we were earlier was Tantalus Lookout, and off in the distance, right above that pillbox on that mountain over there, was where you just previously saw us.
Oh, right, yeah. So I think it's possible to probably see a lot of the island in what, 3 days?
3 days.
Yeah. But then like to get a full like, let's say, immersion into this place, you need a proper 7, right?
Proper 7.
Yeah. All right.
If you're curious like me, you might be asking the same question as I look around and see a land far different than anywhere else I have been in the US, and I'm asking, how did this place even become a state? Well, Hawaii became the 50th state of the United States only 65 years ago in 1959 after a series of significant events. Initially, the US annexed Hawaii in 1898 following the overthrow of the Hawaiian monarchy. For decades, Hawaii then functioned as a US territory with growing support to become a state. A key driving factor of this was being right after World War II, which highlighted its strategic importance. Fast forward to 1959, a statehood referendum was held and the majority of Hawaiian residents voted in favor. And following this, Congress passed the Hawaii Admission Act, and on August 21st, 1959, Hawaii officially became a state. Enough with the history lesson, let's head to Waikiki Beach for sunset.
So we just got down here to Queens Beach on one side, Kuhio Beach on the other, and this is the place people come to right at sunset for obvious reasons. You have this kind of like mystical cloud overcast feel, you could say, with the sun just peering right through. We're gonna have some incredible sunset shots right now, and Mark is capturing some sick drone footage to give you guys the real perspective of what this place looks like. But as you can see, this place is full of energy. You got people swimming. You've got this little break right here where all the waves are stopping there, and then you have a much more like chilled area for people to go and swim there. Restaurants lined all along here, hotels up there in the distance, and beautiful views. I mean, we've got mountains way over there in the distance, people playing volleyball, and direct access to the sea right here on the Waikiki Wall. So it's a pretty wild place to arrive to right here in Honolulu, because if you just remember for a second that we're literally in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so far away from anywhere else, and you have this paradise. One thing I want to mention, guys, Mark is an incredible drone photographer and videographer, and I'm gonna put his page info down in the description so you guys can check out his work. Especially if you're coming out here to Hawaii, you're gonna be able to see some of the sickest shots you've ever seen in your life. Let me tell you this, you're gonna be saying a lot more than aloha, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mahalo, my brother.
Mahalo, mahalo.
Mahalo, brother.
Guys, we've got these cotton candy skies coming in. Look at that right there, the pink reflection. The naked eye, you can see it so much better, but you can see a nice little preview of it. And we've got this sunset there. I don't know what I imagined Hawaii to be like prior to arriving. I mean, I'd seen photos, seen some videos, but it's got like the American feel, but like with this Pacific Islander type of hybrid. Really modern overall, and I've only seen just a few parts of it. Good morning, my friends. We are exploring Hawaii for day number 2. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, with Mark.
Morning, guys. How's it going? 5 a.m. and it's time to hit one of the most beautiful views for sunrise right now. We're currently driving through the Pali, and as soon as you pop over, we'll be in Kailua area, and we're about to hit Lanikai Pillbox. You're gonna love.
I am ready for this. The viewpoint is going to be incredible. We are chasing sunrise right now. You can see a little bit of light. I don't think you guys can, but just peering right through those clouds. And you already know we're in the Mustang. This trip to Hawaii would not be complete unless we experienced a Hawaiian sunrise, and my buddy Mark has an incredible spot to surprise us with. Let's head up. This is not an easy hike. Know your limits. Wear proper footwear. Hike safe. Mahalo.
Yes.
So we're starting the hike. We're going about 25 minutes up to get us to the top. Right at sunrise, and it creeps up real quick. So we're about 10 minutes up. What area is this?
We are currently in Kailua, and this is Lanikai. Right down by the shore, you'll see Lanikai Beach, and these two islands are commonly referred to as the Mokes.
The Mokes right there. Uninhabited, right?
Correct, uninhabited.
But you can like take a kayak out there?
Exactly.
Oh, that's epic. After a nice little hike, short with a bit of incline. We're almost up to the top. I got some steep drops right here, and that is the top viewpoint. How are we feeling, bro?
We're feeling great.
This is climb number 16 for this viewpoint, right?
Yes, sir.
I made it, bro.
Yes, sir. You got that view?
Look at that. Not bad for a little 20-minute hike up, and you get married up with a breeze right up here. That's incredible. Such a beautiful landscape. You have all of these rigid mountains right here, luscious green vegetation along it. Viewpoints here, just kind of a mix of all of these houses built into here, and then nature right there. Greatest drone footage on the island coming in hot right now. Let's go. This trail is named the Lanikai Pillbox Hike, and it actually gets its name after the World War II era pillbox bunkers, which were used as lookout points for the military and have since become historical markers covered in graffiti and a great bench to watch the sunrise. So that has been an absolutely epic morning to start off today. Day number 2 here just outside of Honolulu in Oahu, and I can tell you guys, this place is much better than I would have imagined. Just an amazing place. You can see popular spot for locals and tourists all around. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna head back down to the bottom of the mountain and move on to the next place. Let's do this. Mahalo. We're gonna be having an American breakfast right here in Hawaii. I've been waiting for this
for literally 11 and a half months. So Mark's got a
Time is
great
now.
spot. Time is now.
Time is now.
So the food has arrived here. We've got an omelet here that's fully loaded. Actually, I didn't even read everything that's in there, but I do know there's ham, there's bacon, there's tomatoes, there's some like green peppers, a few other things. We've got tater tots. And what do we got over here? Some egg bennies?
Eggs bennies, cool pork style, local style, and there's waffle pancakes.
Oh my gosh, look at that. And that's just falling over. It's like, hey, eat me right now. Let's eat. Oh my god.
It's different.
That is, I will say, guys, no matter where you go in the world, nothing can match an American breakfast. How are those bennies?
Insane. I didn't even know this, but they put sweet potatoes in the eggs benny.
No
One
way.
of a kind. I tell you.
Yeah, you can see what that looks like right inside there. Just living right now. Here we go. We're gonna try out these pancakes right here. I have no idea what type of syrup's on them, but let's give it a shot, brother. Is that like a cream cheese?
Yeah. That's incredible.
That is one of a kind. These pancakes are so thick. You can see that. And a unique flavor. You can tell these are Hawaiian. Like that syrup, it's got like this cream cheesy flavor. And yeah, I'm impressed.
After a delicious meal, we are back on the road as we do our Hawaiian road trip. And being a first-time driver in Hawaii, the views had me a bit distracted, so we missed our exit, but sometimes things happen for a reason, which led us to this incredible roadside viewpoint.
There's this hike up here. It's called Poly Notches. Gnarly hike. That's one I haven't ventured on yet. But one of the photographers is out here. You can pose on top of a rock.
No way.
I'll show you.
That's legendary. This, my friends, is Hawaii. Holy, we got the hat flying off. Yeah, this is not the time you want to be hiking up a mountain right now. With these types of things, holy crap, it's got to be like 50 mile an hour winds, right? Holy crap, that is insane.
So right here, this is Kaneohe. And off in the distance, you have the marine base over there. And this bay has one of the most iconic sandbars in all of Hawaii.
That's
Excellent.
wild.
And later today, we're gonna be visiting one of the most famous botanical gardens.
Oh,
right over there.
wow.
And that is the top of Stairway to Heaven.
No way, right up there.
See that
Yeah,
tower,
yeah,
radio
right up
tower?
there.
Yeah.
That's insane, guys. Hawaii is amazing. The different weather patterns out here are nuts. It's hard to keep up with them.
After a short yet worthy detour, we made it over to the botanical garden.
Aloha. Yes, ma'am. Resident.
I have. Yes, this is the first time. And it's No, Starbucks
no,
drinks.
No, definitely not.
yeah,
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
No,
The energy shots. Keep it going. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Gotta keep it going.
The Starbucks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, she thought we were doing something wrong there.
Somebody got the roadies.
I was like, no, that's not us. This right here is one of the most famous drives in Hawaii, one that probably many of you have seen on Instagram. Now the difference is so many people have seen it on Instagram, no camera or mobile phone photography near the road, so we're just getting shots as we're cruising through here. But what better way to come in than on this road into the beautiful botanical gardens.
Driving through this place was nothing short of absolutely surreal landscapes.
So we're here in Malahia and we're doing a little exploration. The cool part about this place is it's a bit of physical activity, it's a bit of cruising. There's roads that we just took you guys through leading into this area. You have some amazing views. That right there is the infamous Stairway to Heaven hike. That is pretty much illegal and you can't really go very easily these days, but hopefully one day we'll be able to go up there and take you guys. But down here in the valley, you can see we're surrounded by a lake, and surprisingly the driest area I've seen in Hawaii.
Since I got here in 2 days, like it's rain, it's shine, it's rain, it's shine, with a little bit more sun than rain. And so that's why you get these like luscious green landscapes. But yeah, over here we've actually got some areas that are really dry farmland, and we've got this brownish lake. And if you look closely, there's a bunch of like orange pockets, and at first glance you might be like, is that like a net? But those down there are actually the koi fish going to get a little bit of chow. I think they're classically conditioned to know that the humans coming right up there feeding them, and they just hang out in hordes of what looks to be thousands of fish over there. So pretty crazy place. You can also camp in this area, but shockingly when we were just walking up here, there wasn't a single person out here camping. But this is like the dream to wake up in a place like this. Guys, we just stopped on the side of the road here, and what part of the island are we at? Like the north, south, east, west side?
We're on the east side right now,
East
a little
side.
northeast,
Okay.
heading up the North Shore.
And this is like the whole Jurassic area?
This is Jurassic area, Kaneohe side.
That's crazy, guys.
Lower
Right here,
ranch.
like, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, this is what is recognizable in the movies. And on the right side right there, you can open the door and we're literally in the ocean.
Driving along the coast in Hawaii is one of those things where the longer you do it, especially with the convertible down, the more you want to stop the car and go for a dip in the ocean. And that is exactly how we spent our next hour over here at the beach. After a nice swim in the ocean, we're hopping back in the Mustang, feeling refreshed, so let's put that top down, seat back, and let's get it. Papakia is our next stop, which is located on the North Shore, and it did not take long to see why it's famous for its beaches and ultra blue coastline. Mark had mentioned that a stop over at Sharks Cove would absolutely be worth it because the marine life out here is supposedly insane. So let's go see if we can find some turtles.
So we're cruising around the north side of the island, and we made a stop over here at Sharks Cove, which is right over there to the right. And the crazy part is you can see turtles everywhere. It's a little bit hard to see here because they actually blend in with the rocks, almost like chameleons here. You see that one right there? You see another one? Oh, he just put his head out for us. He's trying to do a little cameo on the vlog. Let's go. And they're just like, I guess, chowing down on some stuff down in there. There's another little guy right there. And they're all over. People just come and snorkel. One thing to mention, Mark did say that the law is you have to be 15 feet or more away from the turtles. So obviously give them their space, but it's pretty sweet to see them in their natural habitat. And look at this. I was just looking down and I was like, whoa, there's a crab there, but I guess it's not. That's just the shell. So RIP, little guy. Not a bad place to have your last breath though.
Along the route, we were going to be passing by the Dole Plantation, so we decided that since neither of us had ever been, it might be worth a quick stop as we have seen their logos in grocery stores since we were kids.
So we're making a quick pit stop here along our tour all around the island, over at a place that I have recognized being the brand name since probably I was going to the grocery store with my parents as a kid. And want to know what this place is? The Dole Plantation. So as you can see, this place has turned into a bit of a tourist attraction. Brings in, I'm sure, thousands of people per day. And essentially this whole place is surrounded by massive farmlands full of pineapples, and I think probably inside here we're going to be able to experience just a quick little glimpse of what it's like inside the Dole Plantation. You can do tours and things around here, but we're going to get a little taste of it. Look at those trees, bro.
Yeah, so these eucalyptus trees are pretty unique because, as you can see when we get a little closer, when the bark peels, they give us this distinct, vibrant, colorful pattern.
That's crazy. I thought at first that was just paint on the trees, but that's
Right.
natural?
That is natural, all natural.
Wow.
They have these all over the islands, more specifically Maui. When you go to Rotohana, there's a nice patch of these. And
That's
as
so
you can tell
exotic.
right here, we have nice strips of red, a little bit of pink, purple.
Yeah, a little yellow in there,
yeah,
green.
everything.
Wow, they literally almost are like rainbow trees. That's crazy.
The shocking part is that just under 75 years ago, Dole started as just a fruit stand and has grown into this massive pineapple plantation. But there's a lot more than just pineapples there. For us though, we only had one single mission, and that was to try out the iconic Dole ice cream.
Is it like a pineapple ice cream?
Yeah, it's like a pineapple ice cream. It's
Yeah. And they serve it in one of those cool little pineapple cups, it looks like. All right, we got them right here, bro.
Got him, bro.
All right, thank you very much. Look at that, the full-on souvenir cup. Thank you. All right, so this is it right here, Hawaii Plantation. That's gonna be tasty. All right, so we just took a seat outside. What did these cost per unit? Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bucks?
It's about $12.95.
Oh, $12.95. All right, so as you guys know, even the stuff that's grown in Hawaii is not going to be the cheapest price you can find ice cream, but you get a nice little souvenir cup here as well, and you're going to see what we've got inside of these $12 ice creams. Let's reveal. Oh, sprinkles, and what do we got over here?
Little coconut shavings, and we both got a little bit of pineapple juice too.
Oh, that sounds so good. All right, let's test this out. First bite. Oh, it's a very soft and almost like fluffy ice cream. I was kind of expecting a much like tougher ice cream, you know, like when you get a store-bought ice cream and you have to like dig in and it's a dense ice cream. This is like very soft and fluffy.
It's a lot lighter than I expected.
A lot lighter. Whoa. It's literally, because it looks kind of like vanilla at first glance, but you take a bite of it and it just gives you this strong like pineapple juice flavor that just takes over the taste buds. Mixing that in with some sprinkles, I'd consider it more like it tastes like a cousin of ice cream, more like a pineapple milkshake, I guess you could call it.
I can see that. I'm curious to see how it all mixes together with the pineapple juice at the very bottom.
Yeah, that's true. That's super cool.
We'll get to that.
Me and Mark were deciding, we're like, all right, we're tight on time. We've got 48 hours exploring as much of Oahu as possible. And we were like, all right, if it's on the route to the next place, we're gonna make a quick stop here, see what the hype's about, see what millions of people are visiting per year, and I would say just the ice cream on its own, without checking anything else, already made it worth it.
100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
We finished off the last of the evening sunlight exploring some of the beaches on the western side of the island. But unfortunately for you guys, I'm not able to disclose the exact locations of where we went out of respect for the locals, although that is one of the reasons why I really enjoyed Hawaii, because the beautiful part is that even though it is so mainstream in many of the hotspots around the islands, you can still find places that feel seemingly untouched by civilization. While it was only 48 hours in just one part of the many Hawaiian islands, I could not believe some of the places we saw, and a huge thanks to my boy Mark for showing me all around and the amazing drone footage he took that truly made this video what it was. Hawaii, see you again, hopefully sooner than later, and next time on another island.
And that's how we finished the trip to Hawaii. Got the car towed away. Until next time, Mustang.